Hey folks, David from Retro Rides here. Finally got around to doing a Retro Rides Weekender update video, and this is it. So contracts are winging their way back to Goodwood as we speak. Deposits have been paid. Thank you to everybody that bought tickets. You've enabled us to do that. Yeah, we're in a really good place. We're sort of starting to ramp up everything that's going on. The artwork is in progress. We were a little bit late on it. Our lovely artist that does the work for the gathering was not available for the Weekender stuff. So I was a little bit of a loose end, and I was just going to stick the graphics together myself, having done a little bit of it. But then another friend of mine said, basically in a very nice way, your graphics are rubbish and I can do them better. And given that he's a graphic designer, I did not doubt him. The Street Machine lineup, oh my god. So I'm so pleased to have announced that. I've been working on having a Street Machine lineup at one of our events for about 4 years, and the fact that Street Machine came back around this year and we decided to do the Goodwood event this year is kind of coincidental, but it's a mesh, you know, it works really well for us. So we are really excited about that. I've already got 6 or 7 cars. I've got like another little one of those little online forms I do, and there's 6 or 7 cars in there, a couple of a few old feature cars and a few new feature cars, like from the last sort of 6 months or so, and they're all great and they cover kind of the range of what Street Machine covers, so I'm pleased about that. I'd definitely like to get back to 89 VW of some sort that had been in the magazine in our initial lineup announcement. So for the paddocks, I'm going to kind of announce them in blocks, like maybe 5 or 6. Go, look, there's these 5 cars, there's these 5 cars, and we should have, I don't know, I'm hoping about 30 cars, if not more, in the Street Machine paddock, and in the paddock probably about 20 to 25, and then there's another paddock which will have much less cars, but they need a little bit more room. So we will announce those in due course, probably via videos like this and stuff on Facebook and Instagram and the forum. Just keep your eyes out on everywhere, and we will blow your mind over the next few months with our curated displays, I'm hoping. Because I'm kind of waiting on the curated displays to be announced, I'm not releasing maps and layouts yet, and it also, coincidentally, I don't have the maps and layouts. I have maps, I know where everything's kind of going, but the layout on top of those maps is still up in the air, is not the right word, because I kind of have an idea of where everything's going. But when you've got a venue and you have 1,200 odd cars that you can fit in there, the actual ins and outs of where you put things and how you get those cars to those places, and at the end of the day how everyone gets back out without causing a complete nightmare for yourself and the people in the cars and your staff, it's tricky. It is part of what can make a good event, and what can sour a bad event if you don't get it quite right. I say sour a bad event, sour a good event if you don't get it quite right. So I don't know if you remember a few years ago, if you came to the Prescott event, the last year we were at Prescott, we had second year at Prescott, we had a traffic jam that went all the way through the local town, just went on for miles. Because we were not handling our traffic flow very well. So the following year we improved that. Same thing happened when we went to Shelsley. Like the first year we were there, we just had these massive traffic jams. I know there's pictures of people's cars overheating in those traffic jams. So and then we solved that, and then we work on that. So we kind of have to do that at another new venue, and fit in all these cars, and the venue's an eccentric shape as well. So Goodwood is going to be an interesting experience for everybody, I feel, but I'm really looking forward to it. I think there is massive potential for a very cool show, and now we know where the entrances are. So we had a meeting the other week, and we were discussing what we would use for a car park and what we wouldn't, and everybody's coming in from the same direction now, so it kind of makes a little bit more sense how I'm going to lay the show out, so I can start doing that. yeah, it's exciting times. So I've also got full details on the clubs. So my hope was that we would be able to just park clubs around the track until we ran out of room. That is not the case, which is not put a dampener on things, because the amount of room we got is sufficient. I didn't think we were going much beyond where they were limiting us to now. But apparently it's not a good idea to park cars under an operational runway. Who knew? Well, apparently Goodwood did. So we have a limit on how far we can go around, but it's cool. It's still more room than we have at Shelsley overall, and there is more we can do with the venue in terms of where we place club cars and things like that, having sort of been back there and had a look around. There is a bit of a question mark on the Sunday at the moment with the layout, because we may end up having an auto test, or auto solo, because there'll be no reversing. Just to give a bit of track action type thing, because we like a bit of cars in action. We've got to work out the insurance logistics and all that kind of stuff. Goodwood are happy for us to do it. We have a location for it. It eats up a chunk of space, which doesn't make my life any easier, but I think the reward of having some more car action on the Sunday, and as well as the car action on the Saturday, probably more than makes up for it. So let's see how that pans out. No promises yet, but it's looking hopeful. I've got to speak to our insurance people and see what they got to say. So yeah, we are in a really good place at the moment. We're coming into Christmas, so I know that people's minds aren't necessarily on the show at the moment, but I'm hoping we can get some more of the sort of advertising type stuff available to people, so they can start promoting it to their own clubs and Facebook groups and on their Instagram and to their friends. We'll be doing flyers, so if you want like traditional paper flyers to hand out to people at shows, we will be sending those to you. Just request like a pack of 50 of them or whatever, and we'll make that happen. So that will be up on the website as well. I'm really keen, if anybody watching this is in Northern Europe, North France, Belgium, Netherlands, Northern Germany, anywhere like that, just I really need to get to those scenes and tell them about the event, because we are on the south coast for the first time, so we're not very far away really from a lot of those places. And people coming from Scotland are going to be travelling further than somebody coming from Belgium, so let's see if we can get some of our European retro ride friends and young timer clubs and all that kind of stuff to come over and make the event pretty special all round. If anybody can help me do that, I am all ears. Hit me up here on YouTube, on the forum, even on our Instagram, any of our Facebook pages. We've got two. We've got Retro Rise Gathering and Retro Rise. Just get in touch and we will make something cool happen. We'll do what we can. So yeah, I'm in a good and excited place as we go into Christmas. I get a week off next week where I will literally be doing nothing, because I will be away, and then when I come back I'm going to hit everything quite hard. So expect to see a lot more of us in January on your various social feeds, and we'll be nailing down more cars for the Street Machine lineup, more cars for the other two lineups, opening up individual car booking, because I hope to have the layout so I know exactly kind of I've got space for 300 non-club cars or 10 non-club cars, I don't know at the moment, so I'll lay that out. We've got all the other displays that I haven't even talked about yet. No one knows they're happening, so yeah, it's great. I'll be doing more of these. I'll probably do another one of these at the beginning of January, maybe with a few more details, go through some of the cars we've got in the lineup, and the trials and tribulations of running a show. And yeah, have a good Christmas everybody. I've got more videos coming up as well. I'm about to record three exciting videos about social media and forums and stuff and cars in that world, both the good and the bad, and kind of what's going on with forums at the moment. It's a little bit sort of navel-gazing nerdery, but hopefully it'll help you find some cool stuff on the internet at some point, and make better use of the resources available to you, and also allows me to let off some steam, because I have much pent up issues. And beyond that, I have a list of about 30 videos to do, so I'm going to try and get back to doing them a bit more regularly. I just need to find myself somewhere where I can just go, right, I'm going to record a video, and off I go. And currently this isn't it. We have merely had the grace of my cat being quiet for 5 minutes, and that won't last. So yeah, I will see you possibly back in the garage, because it's very cold out there in the new year. And subscribe, like, all that kind of stuff. Thanks for your 10 minutes, and I hope you have a lovely Christmas, and I will see you soon.